Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Alex here, and today we are continuing my series of the 3-round mock draft per division with the NFC East, NFC West last week, or yesterday, doing NFC East today, then North, then South. You know the drill. So I'm glad that you guys are actually finding this content quite entertaining. Some of them are hitting, some of them are not. Not going to keep this intro too long, but like, comment, subscribe. Still getting better. Just hit the 1 month anniversary of being on YouTube. So I feel like I've come a far way from when I first started this stuff. So I'm pretty happy with how I've been progressing, and I can just see that trend getting better and better. So um, obviously, if you guys want to drop that subscribe button, I know we just added another subscriber. We just got to 20. This video is going up in a couple days, but that's absolutely awesome. Whoever that is, thank you so much for that. Like 20 doesn't sound very big when you start, but when you're actually doing YouTube, it means a lot. Every single subscriber counts. So please just hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment your thoughts. I don't care if it's hate. It's very entertaining to engage in debates, and you guys catch me on some things where I slip up, and like it's always good to learn from my mistakes. So again, drop that subscribe button, hit me up with the comments, hit me up with the likes, and without further ado, let's hit it. Well, let's hit it once I can actually click the start button. You know what I mean? All right. So Trevor Lawrence, thank God. Most of the time, this thing screws up and ends up having Penei Sewell going #1 overall. And again, if I mispronounce a name, that's just gonna happen. I'm pretty shit at pronouncing names off the get go, but we'll get better. We'll get better. I'm pretty sure it's Penei Sewell. So, speaking of the man himself, we just lost Trent Williams. We, the Washington Redskins. I'm not a Redskins fan, but we lost Trent Williams for a 5th-round draft pick or something like that. Don't really. I mean, it's just like the contract dispute was kind of BS. But if we're at number 2, it's like it's a debate whether you want to get Justin Fields or Penei Sewell, and you guys would be like, oh, well, they believe in Haskins. If Haskins is leading them to be the number 2 worst team in the NFL, it's very likely that they could take Justin Fields here. But Penei Sewell is a monster talent, so I think that there's honestly like the level of tackles down the board is pretty good. I think that the class is kind of deep. It's kind of like first half of the draft heavy, but we're just gonna take Penei Sewell here. When in doubt, like Dwayne Haskins needs some time to process. He needs to just get quicker with his reads and stuff. So you might as well give him some protection so he can do that, right? So Penei Sewell, and then you also have Darius Geis in there. So I mean, you can and Adrian Peterson. I don't know if he's retired. I'm 99% sure he's not retired, but uh, he might be at this time. But regardless, you have Darius Geis back there. Let him be able to have some more like holes to run through. You know, it never hurts. We're at number 6 with the Giants, so there's a lot of ways you can go here, right? You can go the next Odell Beckham Jr. type with Jamar Chase. You can go the next stud linebacker in the NFL, Micah Parsons. Um, I think those are really the only 2 things you can do at this pick. And I mean, Dave Gettleman might take Marvin Wilson for God knows what. Like they already have a stacked D line, but you know it's Gettleman. He likes his D lineman. But I'm actually surprised Sean Wade went number 5 to the Jets. Not a horrible pick by any stretch of the imagination, but hey, I'm not gonna blame him. Jamar Chase is definitely who I'm thinking of right here. Like Micah Parsons could lead that defense though, and Danny Dimes has Darius Slayton as it is. Um, but we're not gonna allow him to get past number 6. We don't want him to go to like the Dolphins. We're definitely not to the Lions. So let's take Jamar Chase right here. Finally establish Danny Dimes with an amazing duo for the future in Slayton and Jamar Chase. See if anything interesting happens. Trey Lance at number 11. I was not expecting that. Not expecting that at all. He's number 3 quarterback off the board. Seriously, why is Jalen Twyman always going, or Twyman, always going to the Steelers, my team? Just really irritating. Ooh, oh man, the plethora of options you can do here for the Eagles. I mean, for me, first off, I'm just gonna be like, whoa, Paulson Adebo's here. Like, holy shit. So Paulson Adebo is a huge, huge, huge possibility here. Travis Etienne, I would love to get him, but Miles Sanders, like if you're at this pick, a running back's not going to push you over the edge. And I believe Miles Sanders has enough talent to not warrant having to take a first round running back. And Jalen Waddle is very similar to all the guys that they drafted this last year. And Rashad Bateman might be a very good pick here. Like, oh, Alex, they already like drafted like 3 or 4 wide receivers. They brought in Marquise Goodwin. But all those guys are speed guys. So obviously if they're at this pick, then the speed worked. So just going off of that, we're going to cancel that out. And I think this pick's really easy. Paulson Adebo, pair him up with Darius Slay. Like, yeah. So let's go with that. Jalen Waddle's always going to Tom Brady. We are at number 28 with the Cowboys. And thank goodness there's not really a safety for me to take here because I got ripped a new one for giving a safety last time. However, they've been missing a tight end for a while since Jason Witten was actually pretty good. And Brevin Jordan is a very solid talent. However, I think Pat Freiermuth is even better. I think Pat Freiermuth is an absolute animal. Next, like, he's my favorite tight end apart from Kyle Pitts. He's my favorite overall tight end. Kyle Pitts, I think, is just much better as a pass catcher. I love Kyle Pitts, but Pat Freiermuth is just mesmerizing to watch. So, I mean, you guys may say Brevin Jordan. I need to watch more tape on Brevin Jordan. But I love watching Pat Freiermuth. But let's see. Brevin Jordan just went the pick before to the Jaguars, which not a bad pick at all. So I was thinking about giving the Redskins a tight end here with Brevin Jordan, but it appears that he's already gone. So here's like kind of the issue is that like we could have taken a future franchise quarterback in Justin Fields and then gotten somebody like Cosme here or Alex Leatherwood. So I mean we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there in the beginning, but you're getting a generational tackle that will last with you for 15 to 20 years. So I would not be really complaining too much. And I mean probably not 20 years, but 10 to 15 for sure. Regardless, there's sometimes like, I mean, for me, I'm really, excuse me, I'm really stuck between Rondale Moore and Travis Etienne because I know we have Darius Guice, but I mean, if Travis Etienne falls this far, this guy is easily a top 15 talent. There's no way that he could fall this far, and I don't think anybody's ever complained about having a like an amazing running back duo. So, I mean, right now, what in Denver? I mean, we haven't seen this happen. Okay, let's just say the Chargers. You have Melvin Gordon and then Austin Eckler. Like, this could be a very similar situation. Rondale Moore could offer that like a super wide receiver, and I know they just got Antonio Gibson, who I really like. I continue watching him, and he keeps popping off on tape as a wide receiver and as a running back. So, the problem is Travis Etienne is just like a major, major value pick here. And I think we're going with it. Tear me a new one, sue me, whatever you guys want to do. I'm going Travis Etienne here. There's no way he can fall past that point. All right. So now we're back with the Giants. So, I mean, I would give them a tackle, but they already have some amazing tackle talent. They already have Andrew Thomas. They have I cannot believe I forgot the name of of their other tackle. Regardless, old Patriots guy, whatever. For like the 3 of you who are probably continuing to watch. Regardless, let's look at this. Let's look who's on the board. Xavier Thomas is here. I think that he's a steal at this point. So we're going Xavier Thomas. Extremely fast, extremely dangerous. I think that he's an amazing fit here. Alex Leatherwood too. Wow. I mean, Dolphins are having a pretty good draft. I'm not gonna lie. See if anything interesting happens. Finally, the Rams take an offensive lineman. Steelers take an offensive lineman. Okay, I don't hate that at all. All right, back with the Eagles. Chuba's fallen, man. I feel bad for Chuba. I mean, we could even take Chuba here and just match him up with Miles Sanders, but we can't do that right now because we got some things that we gotta look at. We gotta see who's on the board, right? We have Alaric Jackson here, and they don't need a tackle at the moment. But I mean, it's never horrible to take a tackle. Like you can never have too much offensive line depth at this point. Let's see. They don't need really a wide receiver. They don't really need a running back. I mean, they at this point they could just take the value pick and just have a monster running back core. You know what I mean? Um, and like the big question is, can Miles Sanders be a bell cow running back? And that's something that I don't know, to be honest. But they do need linebacker help. Their linebackers are getting old, and there's a guy here who he's much higher on my board than on this board. Chaz Surratt out of UNC, monster linebacker. I think he can completely change that defense. All right, now that we're with the Cowboys, so the pick 95% chance is going to be Richard LeCount here, right? Um, for me, I would have said, you know what, let's take Chuba here and not pay Zeke, but kind of blew it on that one, huh? I can't believe Chuba's fallen this far. That's actually so disrespectful. Chuba's very solid talent. I don't think he's like number 17 talent, but he's definitely higher than that. I mean, definitely higher than this. Just looking at the board, like they have one of the best linebacking cores in the NFL. I don't particularly know about that. Like apart from Jalen Smith and then Van Der Esch, I can't really like put my finger down on like what else makes them a dynamic linebacking core. But like looking at this here, let's go Richard LeCount. Whoever has been eating me alive for the Dallas Cowboys taking a safety can come back at me. But this is a defensive happy league, like DB happy league, and like the more versatile you get with your DBs, the better. So wow, I can't. Freaking Jaguars are having a great draft right now. We are with the Washington Redskins. We took Penei Sewell and we took Chuba Hubbard. So let's continue finding some great value here. And Luke Farrell is a great value. Great value here. I think he's like a solid pick. I think he's somebody that we should probably take. Just we gotta see who else is on the board. Kolar is another guy who we could take. But I really like Luke Farrell, and I think that he's a great fit. So let's take Luke Farrell. See what else happens here. Jets apparently get a steal in Palai Gayotete. Gayotiote. Again, I'm gonna butcher that. Snowden's a solid pick here for the Giants. You can fill a need and get a very high value pick. You can go Jabril Cox here, but I think Snowden's better than Jabril Cox. So when in doubt, go with something that's both a need and a value pick. So I'm never going to tear apart a team for being able to fill both of those. Max Borghi, one of my favorite players in the draft. Charlie Kolar goes to the Titans. That's a great pick. De'Ara King. I love how De'Ara King's going to the Steelers. De'Ara King's one of my favorite players to watch. Oh, well, my favorite player to watch in person. So we're back with the Eagles. So let's just take a look at who's still on the board here. You know, we got Desmond Ridder. Jalen Mayfield is a stud. He should be much higher than that, but I ain't going to complain. Elijah Molden's here. We can go, I mean, I don't know why he's all the way down here, but where you at? Where's the LSU guy? I guess, did they move him up finally? Yes, Jacoby Stevens. They finally moved him up. He was at like 260. Jacoby Stevens, I think, is a second round. And so is Morig. I think they're both like second to third round prospects. But since it's on the board looking like this, I think we're going to wait on those type of guys for like if I was continuing the draft. Got to get some value here. And I mean, you can't really have too many DBs, but like Alaric Jackson could be just a stud tackle that you can pick up, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty young, and you can just continue to develop him, and then you can stick him into guard if you need to. You know, you can always stick some of these guys into guard and fill the spot, and then they can kick out to tackle when they're ready or when they're needed. So I don't think that anybody would complain about having a tackle depth on their roster, especially with how often offensive linemen go down in the league today. So let's go Larry Jackson. Third round, you fill your needs, and then you build your depth. So I don't think anybody would be complaining about that. Going on with the Cowboys. Cowboys. Like, the question is, do they have Dak Prescott still? And if they do, then they're chilling. If they don't, I mean, I don't think they'd get to this pick without Dak Prescott. But I honestly don't think Dak's that great. So I would be considering Desmond Ritter here, to be honest, as a great backup. But let's not piss off everybody. Elijah Molden's definitely still on the board, and he's my number 30 player in the draft. So let's take him here. Great pick. And we are finally ending off with the Redskins. Is there anybody interesting at corner right now? Marco Wilson definitely could be the pick here, or Tyree Johnson. I mean, for me, I'm always sketchy if there's a third round corner out of Ohio State. Like, to me, they better be like first round or second round quality, or else I'm not taking them. Here is where we're taking a shot at a quarterback in Desmond Ritter. I think this guy's pretty solid. Um, Actually, no, screw screw Desmond Ritter. I think Tanner Morgan's a first round quality player, and we're taking a shot on him right now. We're taking a shot. We're gonna be pushing Dwayne Haskins, and got to end it off on a bang, and we definitely did. And to me, that's a great value pick. I have him as my number 26 player. So here's the draft. Let's quickly go over it. Redskins, you get your starting tackle for the future, extremely talented running back. You get your tight end of the future, and you possibly get your franchise quarterback. I'd be giving this like around an A plus. On Giants, you get your future wide receiver, your future pass rusher, and then you get a solid fill-in at linebacker, possibly somebody who can start in the future. Again, so pretty damn good draft. Eagles, you get your number 2 in your like crazy duo of corners now. Like you just went from one of the worst to one of the best secondaries in the league. You get a great linebacker in Chaz Surratt, and then you get some depth at line. I think I'd give this like a B plus. I mean, great solid draft, and like building that depth. Like that value may go up to an A plus if they lose like Lane Johnson to an injury that season. So finally finishing it off with the most annoying fan base in the league. You get Pat Fryermuth, an amazing tight end. You have your tight end in the future for good. LeCount, you get a solid, an amazing fill-in safety that you can just use all over the defense. And then you have Elijah Molden, who's a stud corner. So their needs are filled, and they have some great talent at those spots. They didn't have to reach for anything. I think that's a great move. Even though Fryermuth was a reach by 10 picks, it's not reach. To me, he's like number 20 in the draft. But that's the video, guys. Please, I mean, I know I definitely didn't pick everybody that you wanted me to pick, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously, my opinion on like Chaz Surratt, Xavier Thomas, Elijah Molden is going to be probably different, and Tanner Morgan is going to be different than yours, but let me know what you guys think. It's entertaining, even if it's hate, it's just nice to know that you guys interact with me. It makes the job a lot more fun. So thank you guys again for watching. Drop that like, drop a comment, and then hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell every day, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. A video will be dropping. So regardless, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.